Okay, the first thing you should always do before you even start detecting is do a noise cancel. To do a noise cancel, press the cog button until you're on noise cancel just here. Aim your coil at the nearest source of interference, which will be power lines and such, and then press the accept reject button just here. It'll run through its noise cancel procedure, takes a few seconds, and that'll pick a nice clear channel and give you the most stable machine. Then if you've still got chatter and noise and interference, you might have to drop your sensitivity a little bit until that chatter goes away and start hunting. Alright, so here's a beach tip for you guys. On the Equinox 800 and the 600, I think, pretty sure you've got beach 1 and beach 2 modes when you're searching at the beach. The idea being beach 1 is for dry sand, beach 2 is for wet sand and in the surf. What I find though is I hunt in beach 2 all the time, and I do that because if I'm trying to search an area and grid an area that's got both dry sand and wet sand, it's quite irritating switching back and forth between beach 1 and beach 2. Also, you'll find in the wet sand, if you're on beach 1, that it's less stable. So hunt in beach 2 the whole time. Beach 2 searches the dry sand just as well as beach 1, probably better in my experience at least. So I always hunt in beach 2 and just leave it there. Then you don't have to flick back and forth between beach 1 and beach 2. Another tip, guys, when beach detecting, what I suggest you do is regularly remove the skid plate and clean out all the sand. See how it's got sand built up in there? You want to get rid of all of that. You don't want that in there, especially if you're hunting in areas with a lot of black mineralised sand. It'll really destabilise your machine. So if you're getting a lot of chatter, you've tried changing your sensitivity, it's not working for you, take the skid plate off, clean out all the sand. You'll probably find that will help quite a lot. I do it fairly regularly, every half hour or so, even if I'm not getting chatter. But if I do get chatter, that's the first thing I check for. So remember, take your skid plate off, clean out the sand. So this tip here relates to the module, the wireless module. A lot of people like to wear big sun hats rather than caps like this one. They like to wear the broad-rimmed hats, and you can't really wear earmuffs with those. But with this wireless module, you can connect any kind of headphone or earbud to it. It's got a 3.5mm jack in the side there, which is, if I just bring this out here, I'll show you what I'm using. I just use the Apple earbuds. So they've got a 3.5mm jack on the end that plugs into the side like that. But you can use any headphones or earbuds that you like. I really like using the earbuds. That's because I like to hear what's going on around me. So with headphones, I found that I couldn't really hear much around me, especially if I'm detecting at night or at the beach. I like to hear what's going on. I like to hear my signals really clearly, but I like to hear what's going on around me in case there's people around or dogs racing past, things like that. But at night, if you're not detecting, you probably want to use one of these. With the earbuds, you can hear a whole lot more. The other really good thing about it is it pairs directly to the machine and the wireless button at the top. So this button here on the side, which pairs your headphones, but also pairs this. And when you press it and turn it on and off, it's instant. It pairs and unpairs with this instantly, not like the Bluetooth headphones, which can be a bit of a battle to get them to pair and then repair if you turn them off again. So really encourage you to give this a go. It works very, very well with any headphones you like. If you're searching in, if you're in a hot location, you want to wear a big hat, or you just don't want the headphones because they're too hot, try the earbuds with the wireless module. Works well. If you're at the park or the beach and you want to try to dig less cans, because often people will bury cans at the beach especially, that's a real annoying thing. You get a really nice target and you spend a couple of minutes trying to get to it and you find it's a deep can. One of the ways to detect a can or decide whether it's a can or not, when you get the signal, lift your coil in the air 6 inches or so, and if you're still getting a signal, then it's going to be a can. This is telling me the depth of this one is 4 bars, and I lift my coil off the ground 6 inches. I'm still getting that signal. You can, if you want, start digging that hole. Dig down maybe 3-4 inches, use your pinpointer. If you're not getting a sound out of your pinpointer, your handheld pinpointer, it's going to be deeper than that, and it's going to be a can for sure. I'm getting a signal 6 inches above the ground, and that's going to be a can. The other thing is to pinpoint it with your detector and a can will give you a wide spread. You can see there, it's quite a wide spread. A small target like a coin or piece of jewellery will give you a very specific, very small spread in terms of the pinpointing area. So yeah, if you want to dig less cans, try that method, see how you go.